I figured I'd take a new lead on a lot of different things, and I decided to start up a YouTube channel and start posting on Instagram. This was personally not my idea. It was a good buddy of mine named Tristan. Shout out to him. Anyways, so basically I do mixed martial arts, and he gave me the idea to start making videos and posting stuff basically upon what I've learned, just to give to you guys. A quick little forward note: I am not very good at MMA myself. I mean, I win fights and whatnot, but again, I just want to make this clear. I am not the best, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. Do your own research, but I'm just here to help you get started and get you going into your potential career path, which is MMA. Now, without further ado, let's get this started. So, we're basically in this video going to be going over kind of just some of the basics before in our next videos going over a lot of different other things. So first off, before we get into the main video, a lot of people ask me, gyms, where do I go to train? How do I know if the gym that I'm going to is going to suit my needs? Go on Google and search UFC gyms, MMA gyms, Taekwondo, Jiu-Jitsu, Kenpo, boxing, any one of them gyms, and they will have exactly what you need. Not only that, but you can get trainers there and whatnot. I recommend going into an MMA gym or a UFC gym because you learn different types of fighting styles, especially if you get a coach or a trainer. So I recommend doing that. And as far as when it gets to the nitty-gritty of it, if you can't afford a trainer, still go to that gym and train. And you can watch my videos to help you get started, and there's a whole bunch of other videos out there, not just mine. So always take other people's opinions, always take other people's advice, whether that be with fighting, form, everything. So now that we have that covered, let's get into the actual video. Okay, so what we want to do in this video is I just want to give you a basic rundown summary of form, a little bit of some tips and techniques, and yeah, that'll be all for this video. I don't want it to be super duper long for the fact of it's pretty late at night, and not only that, but for the sake of this being my first video, I don't want it to be 20 minutes long. So anyways, let's get started on this, okay, shall we? So first off, form. A lot of people misuse form, okay? There's a lot of people who go like this, or they'll go like this. You don't want to do any of that, okay? You want to keep a nice, straight physical posture. You want to bring your hands up. This is the basic level defensive fighting position, okay? So you're firmly planted into that ground. And you don't want to space your feet out too far apart, okay? So if you are right hand dominant, you want your left leg out, okay? With that left leg out, you're going to be able to get more of a motion. Because if you have your right leg out and you're going in and you're right hand dominant, you ain't going to get as much swing to it. Not only that, but you just look stupid and you can hurt yourself, okay? So don't do that. So keep your left leg out if you're right arm dominated, and if you're left arm dominated, then keep your right leg out. Now, when you have your left leg out, okay, if you're right hand dominant and same, keep that leg somewhat facing forward, okay? This will give you more of a firm stance, because if you have it to the side, you don't really have much of that stance if someone's coming at you like this, okay? But if you're going like this, you can kind of take a little bit of hit, and when you're doing a duck and weave, you can kind of stay centered, okay? And then the back leg, which is either your left or your right, depending on your dominance, that's going to be in the back, and it's going to be facing to the side. Here, let me see if I can show you here. Okay, maybe not. Anyways, okay, you don't want to get out in the first round because you weren't breathing and you're giving it your all. Okay? Don't do that. Control your breathing. I gotta catch my breath now because I did that stupidly. Okay, now, with the breathing, again, gives you more hit, okay? Because, you know, you're going, you know how, like, if you're weightlifting and, you know, you got the bench, you go, you breathe out, it gives you that extra bit of strength. Same thing with punching. Okay? Simple. Now, here is on to a controversial topic, and that is speed or power. I'd say both. Don't practice just in speed, and don't practice just in power. Okay? If you practice just in power, your speed's going to be off, your tempo's going to be off, your rhythm, you won't have it. Okay? Because you're just practicing power. So you're going to be literally swinging like this. Okay? You don't want to do that. Okay? If you train speed, you're going to be hitting the guy, but you're not going to be doing anything to the guy. Okay? Okay, you don't want to... Okay, you don't want to be doing that. Okay? Without any power. Okay, you do that, you're going to get gassed yourself, and the guy's still going to be standing strong and mighty. Okay? But if you practice both, and, you know, you do what I just told you... Okay? Simple. Again, keep it simple. Learn the basics, master the basics, and then you can move on to the more complicated things. So, that's going to do it my first video. Nothing too crazy, nothing too dramatic. We are going to keep it simple. Now, in the next videos, it's going to be a lot more complicated. There's going to be a lot more things that I'll be going over, like training regimens, just different moves, combos, everything. So be prepared because this stuff is going to hit you. We'll also be going over dieting, everything. So be ready because when this stuff happens, it's going to happen and you're going to like it. You're going to see results. I mean, I was skinnier than a twig. I still kind of am, but I actually have muscle now. So this has definitely helped me out a lot, and it will definitely help you out a lot. So anyways, that's going to do it, guys. Like, subscribe, drop a follow. Comment down below what you want to see out of me, what you want to see in future videos, what you think you're struggling with, so then I can better help you. Anyways, guys, have a good